martyr. The missile went wrong. It hit the little children while we sang a holy song. Quick, call the BBC, tell them Zionists are here. Maybe we can get another deal if we shed a fake tear. No more pallets of cash, no more sympathy deals. The 47's justice is the only thing that's real. In the dirt and the bunker is charred. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The victory of the 47th is finally complete. The dog is the truth, the prophet is the lie. The 47th owns the sky.
Ayo Muhammad, look me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding the perfect book with the logic killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert wrath. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle. How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a criterion that's failing for the very first time. You said Allah preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your ship from sink. If it's altered, then the law is weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a star. You bow to the cranes, you bow to the stone because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan sun alone. Our light and our loser, the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The axis of resistance is a funeral pyre. From Babylon to Nina for the signals coming through. The 47th hammer brought the ending just for you. Oh, look at you, messenger with your cousins in a row, building a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goes for bride price, 1,400 years of fog, while you call the man's best friend a shaitan in the dark. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 47th is waking up your sheep. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The Quran is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hiyaz is marked with the F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is is finally complete.
You affirmed the truth and proved yourself a lie. The 47th owns the Iraqi sky. Claims he is the final seal, but his own book makes the Bible real. He says the Torah and the Injil are light, but the gospel he affirms is the Christian's fight. He says Allah's words can never be changed, and the manuscripts prove they were never rearranged. If the Bible is the word, then Allah failed, and like Hazrat Muhammad, his logic is nailed. His logic is nailed, wow. The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God's, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. Muhammad, the prophet of doubt. The pincer is closing, there is no way out. The unlettered prophet couldn't read the script, so he validated pages that his own words ripped. He told the Christians judge by what is inside, but the gospel says Jesus was crucified. The ink is the same since the day it was penned, a message Muhammad can't break or bend. If he's the guardian, he failed the test, affirming the book that puts his truth to rest. Surah 1094, God says ask the book. Muhammad was shaken, he had to go look, but the people of the book have a savior, not a man. They have a son of God, not a caravan plan. The Sinai Codex proves the text is the same. Muhammad is the only one playing the game. Check the dial, check the blood price rates, have value, lives at the Uma's gates. The Arab is gold, but the Zut is a slave, just a tirade soul on the way to the grave. He calls for Gabriel, but Dihaya appears, a handsome face for the prophet's ears. Aisha's in the room with the water and the lye, scrubbing out the semen so the garment can dry. The many on the robe is the revelation trace. Dahiya's weight is the prophet's disgrace. Like Al-Zut to Muhammad, the truth is tied. The fraud is naked in the morning light. The Islamic dilemma. The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. No one can change the words of Allah. The Injil stands firm, it was never a lie. Muhammad's own mouth is the how and the why. The dilemma is final.
Hey yo, let's do the math. Let's check the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million and you haven't won.
In the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the owls with the laborers of old for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the void just pulled the final plug, leaving the mullahs drowning the hole they dug. You claim the victory, you claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. Is the only thing on fire. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. 500 million lives are hanging by a thread. The pale horse president just rewrote the code, while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sand to the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die. And it feels so good, and it feels so. We're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic verse for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mullahs are in the hole, because a low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 50 to 1 and you're still asking why. With the F, February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the memory that is finally 500 million warriors, the Iron Sovereign owns the night. Feels good.
They say the Quran straight from above, every word from the mouth of God's love. But then it tells me the gospel is light, and to judge by what's in it, that's right. So I open it up and read what it says. Jesus died and he rose from the dead, but your book says no, he never died. So which one's true? Somebody lie. Surah 5 says to follow the word given to Christians straight from the Lord. Surah 10 says if you're unsure, ask the people who knew it before. But our gospel says Jesus is Lord, crucified, risen, that's what's stored. Who told you to judge by it? If it's broken, why call it light then claim it was stolen? You can't play both sides with one story. Your claim crashes down in all its glory. And now scriptures older than yours was written down long before Muhammad's tours. So tell me, friend, what do you choose? If you pick both, then both you lose. If the gospel is true, the Quran is wrong. If it's false, then why does it play along? And if God's word can never be changed, who corrupted it and who arranged? Can't hold a sword and preach about peace. Can't affirm the word, then call it deceased. The house won't stand if the walls are flawed. Truth is one, it doesn't twist.
This is the paradox
You cannot dismiss.
Let's do the math, let's show the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million and you haven't won. By the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the hours of the laborers of old for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the void just pulled the final plug, leaving the mullahs drowning the hole they dug. You claim the victory, you claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. Just rewrote the code while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sand to the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die. I feel so good, and it feels so good. We're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic verse for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mullahs are in the hole, because the low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 50 to 1, and you're still asking why. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. The architect of the void is inside your head. The criterion is broken, the year is finally dead. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the mullah is finally complete.
Hey yo, let's do the math, let's check the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million, and you haven't won. By the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the hours of the laborers of old, the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the voyagers pulled the final plug, leaving the maulers drowning in the hole they dug. You claim the victory, claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. The iron sovereign is coming through the wire. The great apostasy is the only thing on fire. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. 500 million lies are hanging by a thread. The pale horse president just rewrote the code, while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sand to the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die. And it feels so good. Oh, look at us, we're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic verse for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mothers are in the hole, because a low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 50 to 1 and you're still asking why. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. The architect of the void is inside your head. The criterion is broken, the ear is finally dead. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the mullah is finally complete. 500 million warriors, the Iron Sovereign owns the night. Feels good.
Hey, yo, let's do the math, let's check the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million and you haven't won.
Read by the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the elder, the laborers of old, for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the void just pulled the final plug, leaving the moonlight drowning in the hole they dug. You claim the victory, you claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. The iron sovereign is coming through the wire. The great apostasy
Can you imagine?
Thread, the pale horse present just rewrote the code while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sands of the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die.
Oh, look at us. We're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic verses for way too long.
Our kids are in the rubble, our mullahs are in the hole, because a low trust culture has no kinetic soul.
50 to 1, and you're still asking why.
The towers are falling, the signal is dead, the architect of the void is inside your head. The criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the high-has is marked with the S. February 28th, the fire was sweet, the erasure of the mullah is finally complete.
500 million warriors. The Iron Sovereign owns the night. Feels good.
We have to tell them how to poop and give them the wisdom. Give them the need. We have to give them the civilize them. This is Sahih Muslim 1300. Jabir reported Allah's messenger as saying, odd number of stones are to be used for cleaning the private parts after answering the call of nature. And casting of pebbles at the Jamarat is to be done by odd numbers, 7. And the number of circuits between Al-Safa and Marwa is also odd, 7. And the number of circuits around the Kaaba is also odd, 7. Whenever any one of you is required to use stones for cleaning the private parts, he should use an odd number of stones.
3, 5, or 7.
Oh my goodness, now it all makes sense. Allah is 1, 1 is an odd number. Therefore, we need to wipe our butts with an odd number of stones so that our wiping can be more like Allah. This is how Allah wipes himself too. Allah uses an odd number of stones to wipe himself because he is odd. How could he use an even
and
number
then he goes off
when
on the
he's
Somalis,
so
which is awesome. I always love that.
Minnesota.
Alhamdulillah.
They come from Somalia.
You see,
but they come
children,
from all over.
You
They're
see?
all crooked. In
Your
Minnesota,
religion
the
is
governor's
not
crooked,
inferior.
the attorney general's a
They are
crooked.
jealous. They
Terrible
are
guy.
jealous of Allah's
All
oddness.
stupid,
They
crooked
don't know
people, and
how
they came
to.
in from, in this case, Somalia.
Tell me how to wipe my
A lot of people say it's the worst country anywhere in the world.
That's so true, Mr.
They
President.
have no money, no nothing. They have no government. They have no police. They just shoot each other all day.
No, that's not true, Mr.
Can you tell me how to wipe my butt?
with hikmah and halal touch.
Can you tell me how to wipe my butt?
With hikmah and halal touch.
Can you tell me how to wipe my butt?
With hikmah and halal touch.
Can you tell me how to wipe my butt?
With my hand and hikmah I'll touch. Ground control to number 1.
We need to use an odd number of stones.
Can you tell me how to wipe my butt?
My butt.
Now I got my big boy pants, big boy chair, feeling like a big boy. Look at this, already had the big boy cup.
Can you tell me how to wipe my butt?
With hikmah and halal touch.
Can you tell me how to wipe my butt?
With hikmah and You're here to
civilize Uranus.
President, they also rape each other. I was really worried. Missed out.
The worst, most dangerous.
Not you being racist. Well, tell me why Somalia only criminalized rape in 2019. Tell me why it took until the year 2019, after the death of Christ, that they decided, yup, rape is bad now. Tell me why it took that long.
He claims he's a prophet, but he came from hell. And maybe we'll break free from lies. Who can tell? This sick man is the one to blame for all the pain. Will we ever undo his poison again? It's the final prophet. The final prophet. Oh, the final prophet. He's wedding a child bride. We know what that's called. And maybe they bought it, or he forced them all. Yeah! With so many caravans to raid and slaves to be claimed. I'm sure we will let Islam go one day. He's the final prophet. The final prophet. The final prophet. Final prophet. Take it out. The final prophet. Oh, it's the final prophet. The final prophet. The final prophet. Oh, it's the final prophet. We're waking together. We'll all mock him so. It's the final prophet. Final prophet. Oh, it's the final prophet. Final prophet.
Momo police be upon him, is on the run again, swapping out the almighty for a stone cold spin. He's dusting off you ball, the idol in the hall, a false prophet's logic when God fits all. But the math doesn't track and the history is thin when your Allah is just Hippo with the brand new skin. 6 centuries later, he copied the Hebrew line, facing Jerusalem claiming the same design. But the Jews saw the crack, but laughed at the mimicry, mocking the prophet and his borrowed ministry. In the fit of rage, he turned his back on the rock. Retaliation for the tribes who dared to mock. He pivoted the prayer to make a stone square, back to Hubal's house as if God were there. A fool in disguise leading astray. His lies and deceit will never stay. Mono, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. He preaches of darkness in a pagan parade, dressing up the idols in a new masquerade. He kept the black stone in the 7th circuit spin. Oh, desert magic, what branded as sin. From the daughters of Allah to the crescent moon's glow, it's just ancient heathens running the show. His followers dwindling as his facade cracks, exposed exposed as a fraud, there's no turning back. Look up at the minaret, what do you see? The crescent of the moon got the pagan pedigree. He tried to cut the deal with the three sublime cranes, worshipping the daughters to ease his own pains. But he called it a slip when the pressure got high. Just another layer of the prophet's big lie. From the moon on the roof to the stone on the floor, it's the same old Hugo knocking at the door. Oh no, it's more. The false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. Oh no, the false prophet of our time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth